take two. Should be working a lot better. I just swapped devices. If you was here a while ago, it just said it was buffering and it wasn't uploaded. If you're on here right now, is it any better? See it now? Is it buffering? What's going on? I'm on a different device here. It should be working a lot better. Um, I have had several requests, project updates, and I just hadn't had time to do it. But no, thing still for sale. It sounds like we're better now. Still got the Mustang still for sale. Anybody interested? Y'all know the email address. Corvette. They had a few changes with it, and we'll go over it in a future video. I have several things that I owe some people as far as videos go, and the Camaro still there. Not a whole lot's changed with them. The only thing that I have considered doing different on the channel is doing some diesel stuff, and it isn't really because of I had made the video on Diesel Brothers. Diesel performance and the evolution of diesel perform for a long time, so that's something that I'm considering. But diesel is very, very expensive, and everything associated with diesel is very expensive, so haven't fully made up my mind about it, what to do. I mean, I got a Cummins, a 5.9 truck, 012 valve, and a Power Stroke. So I don't know, just considering doing some different things. Yeah, back again, man. I'm sorry about what happened a while ago. Well, now it's going out. Can you see me? Can everybody? Is it streaming right? Is everything going good? Somebody says you can't, and somebody says you can. Much better now, and then somebody says it's going in and out. Is everybody? Can you see me? Can you see what's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I tell you what, the Camaro had sat in the garage here for so long that the battery was dead. So put a jump box on it, got it going. Hang on, let's see if it'll crank now. Just gonna reach in here and try it without putting the jump box back on it. Oh yeah. Loading up. Loading up on fuel. I tell you what, I don't care if you're a Ford, a Chevrolet, Dodge, what type of person you are. If you can't appreciate the sound of this car right here, you don't even need to be on this channel. May go for a ride in that here in a little while. If I do, I'll hang some GoPros on it. That way you can see it and hear it and whatever. But the car isn't much special, but it sounds good. It needs a lot of suspension, a lot of gear, and then a lot of stuff like that, which I don't know which one to focus on. There's too much stuff going on at one time, especially keeping up with Street Outlaws. But let me check on some comments here. 202. Where's 202 at? Where's that area from? You have to put into context the beef between Reaper, Chief Sean, and Daddy Dave. I have a video coming on Reaper, and I know the whole, him quit show, all the live streams he's done. That yet is because I have actually been in contact with some of Reaper's people, and I was really close to having him do a live interview, or a meeting with him and him doing a live interview on my channel, and it fell through at the last minute. No, he was about 3 hours away from where I'm at, and was doing some passes and stuff, getting testing tuned. I don't know exactly what she is to him, but part of Reaper Racing, and it fell through. He said that at this time he didn't know what he was going to officially do, so he didn't want to do it, and plus he was heartbroken on the whole situation. So that's the update. I have a full video coming out. It's recorded. It's in the process of being editing and stuff, but that is where I'm at on the Reaper thing. I don't want to say a whole lot on this live feed right now because there's a video coming out on it, but that's where I'm at on it. I know making Power Armageddon starting right now or today. He was testing it. What the pass? You got that car first passes that he need, and you know what cars are and how fast they become from sure it's been down. That car's gonna get fast, y'all. That car's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wicked. It'll probably come before the Reaper one, just because it's current. I hope they both release about the same time, but let me catch back up with okay, here we go. Working now. Yeah, I put it in portrait because with me moving around, I know it don't look as good on your end, but if I was gonna sit still, I could put it on landscape and it would look a lot better, but with me moving around, portrait's about the best way that I can do it right now. Man, there's a bunch of different area codes on here. Did anyone ever post old school race of Reaper? What do you mean the old school race with Reaper? You talking about when he was first on the show or what? I wonder if it's because I've been in the shop, so shouldn't. Reaper's backing off his comments now, like on his live feeds and stuff. I haven't looked today to see if he's done another one, but I know that he was testing last Alabama and Jackson, Mississippi, I think, somewhere, and or maybe no, it was Tennessee, I guess. I don't remember. He was in Alabama last night. He was going to Tennessee, I think, today to get ready for Bristol. So that's where he's at. If he's cut out on the live streams, that's probably because Tennessee. You going to Bristol? Where are you at, Tennessee, Gary? Real Street Outlaws. You do you not know your area code, man? You got 2 or 3 different ones on here. Camaro should be the channel car. I don't know. I don't want to. That car's worth a lot to me, and I hate to molest it that much. The car will never be any type of race car. It's not going to be. I have zero intentions of it. Sounds good. The car looks good. The car drives decent. The car will become a good bit faster. If that car right there gets sold, the majority of the money will be put between it and that little Kit 34 over here. That car right there, it is light, man. I mean, the car runs right now. It's tagged and insured right now. The dusty one over here, it's insured, tagged, everything right now. It needs a lot of work. We got the car driving to go, down the road, do whatever to mess with it, but that's kind of where it stopped. Just life happens. It slows a lot of this stuff down, and even with the obligation I have to do stuff on here, there's just stuff that goes on that just you can't do it every day. It's just not possible. But you're watching the live feed Outlaw? No, I'm not, man. I haven't been watching the live feed. I watched a little bit of it a while ago, but to me, individuals there who's uploading or stuff. Tom 8 stuff. I know y'all know who. He's got a good video of Kamakazi doing his first pass that I was watching earlier. Massachusetts. Show us the car. I like it. What do you mean show us? Show us the car, maybe? Chief is a great guy and racer. Just think he is letting all the fame go to his head. Rome, Georgia. Hey, Rome, Georgia. Shout out, man. That ain't far. I go to Rome a lot and get lottery tickets. Can't buy lottery tickets here. Daddy Dave said a week or so ago that Reaper was saying he wasn't real street. You talking about Reaper was saying that Dave wasn't real street? I feel like they're all in it for themselves. I mean, it ain't just real. There is people there. The show means more to them than some, I think, but not. They're all in it for themselves, man. It's all reality. It's all, I don't know. I've just got a whole different outlook on the show after the past 3 or 4 episodes than I have the past 11 seasons combined. The real street outlaws. Show us the car. Which one do you want to see? checking it, man. There's a people. The whole United States is on here right now. It's awesome, man. I love doing these live feeds. I haven't done one. I've been a hell for about 14 months now, and the first live feed I done was probably 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Awesome. I love talking to y'all personal, answering questions, one-on-one instead of through comments. That's why Daddy Dave and Cheese accepted merchandise for proof of Reaper. Affected merchandise for proof of Reaper on Street Outlaws before the show. They is anything about the cars right here? Anybody want to know, see, or hear, or anything? That's kind of what I was going live for. I was going to touch on the complete video coming out with them, so I don't want to put a whole lot out there right now on this. I would rather you see the, video just about them, and they will. I don't want my words to get twisted right here on live, so that's the reason I ain't saying a whole much about it. But show you the kit car. Pretty sure the battery's gonna be dead on this thing. Let me turn some light. Really dusty. Here's the other target top for my car. I got a clear target top, but there's nothing super special about the car. The car is in one of the first stages. Hecked. I don't know why it's not working today, y'all. I have no idea why it's not working. Are y'all? Am I here? It's light. It would not take much to go. No, it wouldn't take much at all to go. At all. That thing, right now, you can't even take off without it spinning. It's going to be a powerhouse if I ever get it finished. It has power, but that's about all it's got right now. Anything else that y'all want to know, see, whatever about the cars? Back again, and I walked in the shop and I lost service. I don't know. That's never. This live stream today is whooping me. I don't know if it's because it's in the middle of the day or what, but every live stream I've done has been inside the shop. And yeah, he was at Tuscumbia, Northeast Alabama Dragway yesterday, and that's where I was supposed to meet him at. That's where I had contracted to meet him at, and it fell through at the last minute. So I didn't, and I really wish that he would have, because there's so many ideas and opinions and all that I'm really guilty of too, that I wish that he would put it in his own words, because I feel like, and this is my opinion, I feel like I could have asked him the correct questions to get the correct answer for, hey, I'm talking about from when he started. In a 15-minute interview, I could have got the whole truth about it, or his version of the truth of the whole story. And I hate to make my video along with the stuff that I was told, but according to his person, he didn't, because it was still a sore subject, so to speak, and that's why it didn't. But I hope it does. I'm saving the Mustang 66. I'm saving for the Mustang. I want it. Money ain't right. Get your money right, man. Get this new channel kicking. Make you some money. The Real Street Outlaws. You are the Redneck Street Outlaws channel from a while back, aren't you? I'm trying. What happened to the Redneck Street Outlaws? Copyright. Is it streaming right now, y'all? There's a lot of different area codes on here. While you're on here, I wanna address a few things right quick. you had made a video the other day, LMAO, talking about me and talking about the videos that I had seen. You know, said I hadn't seen none, then I seen some. Well, as I was going through the comments of the, I don't remember if it was the first or second live feed I done, I seen a couple from you, and I seen that that was who you was. And the how I found out about you to begin with was a guy who watches my channels that I know, or you know, has seen them or whatever, was telling me about it. And I looked for it and searched for it, and I couldn't find it. And he said something about JJ went to prison, and it was talking about me putting info of JJ. I shouldn't have been talking about JJ like that, putting that man's business out there about him going to prison. But the title of your video was JJ the Boss Goes to Prison. Didn't have nothing to do about me. And then the box, the car and all that. And you know, I had no idea that box was even there. I didn't even know until he showed it to me. He was like, he was blowing a box out with that Mustang, making fun of you. And I was like, was he? I've never moved a box with a car. And I went back and I watched it, and I figured out what it was. And I know it's all fun and games and all that, but it was comical. And you know, hey man, I hope you do well. I hope you get it. After I figured it out that night, I went and I sat down and I watched a couple of them. You know, I hope you make it, and I hope that but you know, it wasn't nothing personal. It hadn't been nothing personal, and it ain't gonna be nothing personal, but I did it for views. Everybody does it for views. I'm late in the convo. What's your input on Reaper's response to the episode? I've said it a couple times. I had talked to Reaper's people, talked to, you know, Reaper, Team Reaper, whatever, and was supposed to do an interview with him, and it fell through. You can go back and watch this one, and I'll explain all that. And that's the reason I haven't made a video. That's the reason I haven't made a video on it yet, is because I would rather it have come from him than from me. JJ put that in. Oh, I know JJ put that info out there, but I had made a video talking about JJ, and I had just mentioned that he went to jail, and I had somebody talking about that I shouldn't have put his information out there. And I know he did, or I wouldn't have put the man's information out there like that, but he's the one that put it out there. Let me go back and check it out. Chattanooga, man, there's a lot of people that's fairly close to me on here. Need to do if I set up an event at a track, or you know, I wouldn't want it anywhere else than a track, but if I set an event up in the southeast, we're talking North Alabama, Georgia, you know, southern Tennessee area, would anybody be interested in coming out to something like that? And I'm not talking about you know, me race that thing, just bring cars, talk, shoot the bull. I mean, I know there ain't gonna be a million people there for me, but you know, I've noticed a lot of southeast people around. Would anybody be interested in coming to a meetup like that? I have thought about it. I should have my link set up today for the merchandise for this channel, which is right now, but I have a lot of great ideas for shirts, some funny stuff, some serious stuff, and I feel like they would do well, even if you don't necessarily like my channel. The, you know, sayings and stuff like that, and I believe you'll like it. There's, well, hang on, where's it at? Whoop, 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 right there. There's the vet. I have a Buick Turbo Fox Body GT from Auburn, Lapine, Alabama. Where's that at exactly? It's a V6. Let me go back up. I've lost a bunch of. There's a vid of Tough Enough street racing in 1994 with the same Nova. Which Nova? The one he's got now? The one that there's so much. It's fast. My bud had a C5 just like yours, but an auto car. Yeah, mine's a 6-speed. Oh, Street Outlaws guy. 5 Mustang GT. It was a GTS to be exact. There wasn't a whole lot of them made, and there wasn't even a whole lot of people knew about it. Basically, it was just a factory GT car that had saved some weight, and you had said that this car right here, if it was an automatic, I might have a chance, but if it was a straight shift, you didn't know. Don't let that fool you, buddy. On the street, I believe I got you. I'm fairly certain I got you. I would put up money saying I got you. So, whenever you want it, you can come get it. Ain't nothing special about this car. Hey, factory exhaust. There's nothing special about this car right here at all, other than it's got a bunch of junk in the back, but come get it if you want it. Call bullshit on Reaper. I got a video coming. I'll just leave it at that. Y'all watch the video that I got coming on Reaper. It's gonna be a pretty good one with information that I was told from Camp Reaper, what they said about him quitting and stuff. And I've also got one coming on Kamakazi. The El Camino's making passes. Can I hear you say USA is #1? I'll tell you what. What do you mean? USA is #1, no doubt. Working on a 95 Mustang. I love the SN95. I always said the SN stood for supernatural. And you know, back then I wasn't as, and I'm not now, you know, compared to most people I guess, but as fuel injected, knew enough about fuel injection to mess with stuff like that and computerized type stuff. But the SN95s, the computer in them cars, or the one I had, you couldn't burn them. You had to send the whole computer off to be flashed with whatever modifications was done to the car, or buy one that was already flashed and send yours back and stuff like that. So the problem with that 95 that I had was it had a lot of stuff done to it. Completely different block. I mean, it was a completely different motor, drives, everything. And the car was fast, but like the car would go to misfiring at about 5,500 RPMs, and I couldn't get it to shift no higher than that. I mean, I had all MSD ignition. I mean, I had, you know, different chips in and stuff like that, but the car still had. This live feed is killing me today, y'all. This live feed is killing me. I don't know what is going on. I'm not moving. I don't know what happened. The 95 ECM don't like mods. And you're right about that. I got a 12 Second Street car. Whenever you want it, come get it, buddy. You gonna pull your bottle out? Hell, I might pull mine out and I can run 12s with you. Montgomery, Alabama. Oh, 25 miles south of Montgomery. Oh, you're a good ways away. I've been thinking of this. Hang on. I've been thinking of starting a project. What are your thoughts? Turbo 5.3, supercharged 6.0, supercharged 6.0. I'd go with 6.0 over the 5.3. That's my opinion. In my opinion only. I had a lead on a 6.0 for that car, for the blue one, and I almost pulled the trigger. But if I would have known who put the bottom end together, it was just a rotating assembly of, you know, crank rods and pistons, block. I mean, that's all it was, and I could have got it right. But you know, if it wasn't put together right, you know, it wasn't worth nothing but a boat anchor. So that's why I didn't. But I would love to put a 6.0, 6.2 in that. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, my plans are a big turbo, one big turbo on it, and go from there. If I keep the car, that's my future plans for that car. Let me go back up. Good, Reaper can't drive anyways. He needs someone to drive for him. Y'all, I've said a lot of stuff about Reaper in the past, or I ain't gonna say a lot. I haven't said nothing just straight negative about anybody. You know, I've had several people ask me who I thought, you know, was hurting the list and stuff like that. And I said Reaper because I feel like there's a lot of cars out there who can do better for the show and do better for the list than him. But after talking to you know, I didn't actually talk to James. There was a middleman from, you know, Camp Reaper or Reaper Camp or whatever that I was talking to, and they was relaying messages back and forth. And hearing what he had to say, I'm right in between feeling sorry for him and, you know, understanding, I guess. You know, I don't know how to say it. I got a video that's coming out that's done recorded, and it will be out, if not tonight, probably tomorrow. We got football practice. My kids got football practice here in a couple hours, so I won't be able to edit for a little while, but turbo is the way to go. I agree. Yeah, I seen that video that you was talking about me. You was talking about losing that diesel truck, and I rode down there and I watched it. I watched a couple of videos, man. I showed your channel a little bit of love, but I seen that. And hey, diesels ain't no joke. Now you can't take a diesel lightly. You never know. You can't tell by looking that anything's done to them. The way the boost comes in on them cars or on diesel trucks, you know, they're not going to spin. They're going to hook and go. And after about, what, 60 foot, 100 foot, they going to start pulling hard. So, nothing too major. Built top end, stock crank, Reaper, great wrap, nice name, average driver. That sums it up pretty good. It really does. I think Reaper, I'll be honest with you, and I don't know this for a fact neither. Probably something I should have asked, but I was more concerned with him leaving the show than I was anything else. But I don't know if it's his tune or tuner, but you know, I've seen Reaper, you know, save the car amazingly, and I've seen Reaper, you know, whenever he does, you know, get, you know, the car gets out of control, he corrects it and saves it a bunch. So, you know, is he a decent driver? You know, I don't know. I mean, we will find out. I feel like one or two things are going to happen. One or two. Being that I have been in contact with Reaper's camp and stuff, and the video that I got coming out, they will correct me or, you know, tell the truth about what happened, or they'll hate me and never want to talk to me again. And one or two things will happen. So maybe the first will happen and I'll actually get to talk to them, and they can explain their side of it. I gotta roll back up here to me, I've heard, since I was talking about Mustangs a while ago, there's several comments here, and I'm a Ford guy. I have always been a Ford guy. I've had a few Chevrolet. Hell, I've had everything. Still got most of them. But I want to say I got about 12 vehicles right now, insured on about 7. My insurance is about $700 a month just on vehicles. It's not fun. And I just stopped reading because I just had a thought here. I've had a bunch of questions about how to start a YouTube channel and how to do YouTube and stuff like that. And I made a video about, I think the title of it was going to be, you know, the top 6 things to create a successful YouTube channel or something along them lines. Would anybody want to see that? I've had several people ask, and, you know, I have had some issues in the past with copyright. I've had some, I'm just going to leave it at that. I've had some issues with copyright, and if you, and people always bitch about saying I have clickbait, and I don't consider what I'm doing clickbait. If I said, you know, here's my new Lamborghini, and then showed a picture of that, that's clickbait. You know, if I'm talking about Big Chief, you know, I'm going to put something about Big Chief in the title. I mean, that's just how it is, and I don't consider that clickbait at all. But you know, that is the #1 thing. And if you are going to have to, the way that I do this is content, for whatever you want to call it, overlaying, because it just helps explain to look at this beautiful face all the time. I know that for a fact, and it just makes my videos better, if you want, you know, my opinion. Well, I had a few pictures in my videos and even one in my thumbnail, and I had permission to use these pictures. 100% permission. It was fine. Didn't worry about it at all. And the person that I got the picture from didn't have permission to use it. So you got to watch out for that. And you have got, if you're going to do something like, you know, me, I've linked up with Tom 80, great guy. You know, both of our channels are getting better from, you know, us teaming up. So it's a win-win. And I know everything he shoots is legitimate, his, and I don't have a problem with it anymore, and shouldn't ever have a problem with it anymore. I mean, I'll if I use somebody's clip from Instagram, you can find a lot of good stuff on Instagram. If I use somebody's stuff from Instagram, I just get on and ask them, and I've heard no a lot, you know, I mean, and I don't tell them who I am on Instagram. You know, my Instagram has nothing to do with my channel, so I haven't told them who I was. I just asked them, you know, if I would have told them, that might have helped, I don't know, but I didn't. Every form of entertainment uses some clickbait. So what, man? That you hit the nail on the head. But you won't believe the people who is just cry bags and, you know, gripe about it. I mean, dude, if you say something negative in the comments, it's not going to change anything. So, and I love getting into it with somebody on or I ain't gonna say I love it, but somebody who says something goofy, stupid, or, you know, uneducated in the comments, you know, I'm going to mess with them some because I think it's funny. And a lot of people can't handle it. So, you know, if you don't like my channel, it's very simple. Get off of it. I mean, I don't care. I don't need you on here anyway. You know, nobody needs negativity in their life, and I'm not gonna put up with it. I mean, I don't care. $349 Summit 5.3 block stock crank and nice set of rods and pistons. What do you mean $349 Summit 5.3 block? True, but 5.3 are a lot more powerful or plentiful if something goes. I agree. And I've got a buddy, and I know that I've been talking about this a few days now, but I've got a buddy who's got a Nova, and it's a radial car. I mean, not like it's a street car on radials. And it's got a big block with a decent amount of nitrous going to it now, and he started a channel, and it's, well, I'll tell you, it's Mark with Muscle Cars. Y'all go check him out, subscribe to him, make it to where next time he looks on his channel, he's got a bunch of subscribers. I don't think he's got about 10 or 12 right now. He's got 3 videos. Great guy. I mean, a really great guy. He is really nervous of the camera, and it really shows through in his videos. But the guy, he's a machinist. He's the one that made the bracket for my nitrous solenoids. But the way he works, he gets up at like 4 o'clock and shoots these videos, so that's part of it. Y'all go follow him, check him out. He's got some really nice rides, and he is talking about his first video he made was asking people whether he should put a 5.3 turbo, which he already has, or another big block with nitrous, which he already has. So y'all gonna give him a shout. Tell him in the comments that I sent you over there. It's Mark with Muscle Cars. The car is called Samantha. Go check it out, and tell him I sent you. Let me roll back up here and check a few comments. Hang on, this comment right here kind of contradicts itself. Love the channel, man, but I hate having to hear about that loser Reaper. That dude is straight trash. Why do you hate hearing about it if you don't like him? I don't get that. That would be a good video. I guess you're talking about the one about the starting a channel. I had the video done, to be honest with you, and I went back and I didn't like it, so I'm going to redo it. And I have learned that I made the video back when it was cold weather, back in the spring, and I'm going to go back and redo it. I've learned some stuff since then I want to put out there, and I want to help people, man. I really do, because I wouldn't have what I have right now if it wasn't for my subscribers and people watching my videos. So if anything I can do to put back to you, I'll do it. I don't mind helping. I think it's awesome. The problem with Reaper was the car. That mountain motor was too much for the street and upset the chassis. I have no doubt that. That's why when he put his drag, hey, I made a video and I said the same thing. I word for word, I about said that, but you know, that you can, I hate to say detune, but you can make that car do whatever you want to do. I don't care if it's 4,000 horsepower. You can tune it down to put wherever, whatever, to what millisecond on the streets you want to put it. Part of the Reaper car problem was the nitrous, I think. I mean, that's my opinion, and helped me buy the Mustang. What, you talking about mine? I wished I could go in the shop, y'all. I'm afraid it's gonna cut off again. Street Outlaws is getting boring with one race and I'm broke. Oh, cars, yeah. It's fair. Non-dominant. You know, the way the rule states is if the position changes hands, they can call them back out. Well, you know, one's winning, then the other one's winning. One wins, then the other one's winning. So they're just calling the other back out. One of them's gonna have to win twice to move up. That's just how it is. I've heard, or I've learned, when you get bad comments, say nothing because it will hurt you in the long run. I could see that, but usually when I get a bad comment, there has already been someone, you know, smart off to them anyway. And I don't get smart with them. I just, you know, I usually be nice about it. And that usually, you know, they don't know what to do when you're nice about it. They put a negative comment on here and expecting me to, you know, blow up or get mad or hurt me or hurt my channel or something along those lines. And when I'm come back and I'm nice, they don't know what to do. Or I'll just say thanks for watching, you know, in a smiley face or something. It just, Bark now has 16 subs. There you go. Comment on it and tell him Jeremy sent you. I'll be getting a call here in a minute. Y'all start doing that. Jeremy, did you watch the Elko make a test pass at Armageddon? The car was rolling. I did. The car was moving. The beginning of this live stream. I had said something about it. I don't know how many people's on here now can you know, from then, but the car was rolling. And one thing you got to think of, the car wasn't as fast as where it's going to be, or even competitive for Armageddon. But man, y'all got to remember, this car is brand new. From front to back, this car is new, and that was I'm gonna say, a basic tune, a starting tune, and the car's gonna do nothing but get faster. So I don't think Kamakazi has anything to worry about, but that does let us know with them filming season 12 right now. You know, they just got back from California, so they're filming season 12. That means that Kamakazi's car is running, and I 100% feel like he will be at one of the next list races, without a doubt. But if he does win, who's gonna get knocked off? Is Reaper gonna still be there? I mean, we know that if he says he's quitting, that means he's quitting right now. That means that he didn't quit when the show was filmed, so that means he quit right now. You know, or somebody come and knock him off the list. You know, Boosty was in California. Did somebody come and knock him off the list and now he's just using that as an excuse to quit? You know, who knows? Did you watch that? Oh, same one. By far, this is by far the worst season about. I don't know, last season was pretty bad. This one has had a little bit of, I mean, last season sucked. Last season was awful. I hated it. It was awful. If they can come back from last season, they done something. Last season, the Street Outlaws sucked. Bad. Street Outlaws is getting boring. Oh, same comment. Nobody cares about the flashlight issue at this point. What do you mean? I think that a lot of people care about the flashlight issue at this point. I mean, I get probably 40 comments, or 40 emails a day about the flashlight, so. These two comments are back to back. Or maybe you're talking to them and not me. I don't care, or I don't know. Keep doing what you do. We love the channel. I ain't going nowhere, man. I gotta grow. I gotta get to 50,000 where I can give that 500 away. Have you installed the cold air intake or the zip tie mod? I'm assuming you're talking about on the Corvette. Man, I'm telling you, that car has nothing. That car has a paper air filter, stock exhaust, and a lot of miles. That car is, let me get down. That car has nothing done to it. My nitrous is unhooked right now. I had some, hang on, I'll show you the under the hood of this thing. This car is like stock with spray. I have not done anything to it. Factory air filter. Hang on, let me cover this up. Nobody see that. Now I have done nothing to it except put a little spray on, and it is unhooked right now. I had some stuff go bad and had a nitrous express, but the car is 100% stock. I love to get into making videos. I do a lot of shade tree work. I've got a good local government job and don't pay much. A lot of people ask what I do, man. I got a government job too. So hey, I tell you what, if you can do it right, YouTube is an amazing way to make some money. I fully encourage everybody to start a channel if you have a passion. And a lot of the things that I have heard personally from people who make them is they don't like seeing themselves on camera, or they don't like hearing themselves on camera. I think that's pretty well the case with everybody. Don't worry about it. You know, there's gonna be haters in every crowd. Somebody's gonna hate. You got to overlook it. Do what you want to do, and I promise you that if you do it right and you stay with it, everyone can have some success on YouTube. YouTube has changed their minimum requirements for monetization. You got to have a lot more now than you did when I started. When I started, all I had to do was have 10,000 total views. Total views. I mean, across every video you make. You put one half decent semi video on YouTube and you would have got that. I mean, I got mine from last year's Outlaw Armageddon. That is when I got my 10,000, and I want to say my first check was $191, and it went up to 4 something, like 8 something. Then I remember when I broke $1,000, and I had a video that had somewhere around 2 million views, and that video alone I made. That video alone, and I'm not bragging by saying this, I'm just telling you how easy it is to do it if you put passion into it. That video alone had like 1.8 million views. That video alone bought that car right there. Within about $300, that video alone bought that car. So anybody can do it. You have to have passion for the route that you go with YouTube. And other than that, anybody can do what they want to on YouTube. I wouldn't suggest getting in it for the money, because money doesn't come immediately, and it takes a while to get money, so you're going to have to stay with it. I think a lot of people doesn't stay with it. And I'm not saying upload every day, because your content wouldn't be as good if you uploaded every day. But I got a full video that I'm going to do within the next week or so. Watch it if you have any questions or so on it. I feel like I can answer a lot of them in that video. So watch it and that'll tell you a good bit. But there's money to be made on YouTube if you do it right. Do you think Chief is ruining the show? I think Chief is giving everybody something to talk about. And that is what it takes to run a reality show. I mean, he is giving everybody something to talk about, and it's working. So I don't know if he's ruining the show. I know he's adding a lot of controversy to the show, and that may be what they're looking for, you know. I do feel like if the way things played out with Reaper, that was wrong. That was very wrong. So that's my opinion. Shared Mark's page on Facebook. Yeah, man, I would love for him to get off work today and turn around and have 100 or so subscribers. He wouldn't know what to think. On the light problem, they should go with the light setup that they use on cash day. You talking about one Limpy has on his hat? are you going any point planning on going turbo? I went over that a while ago. That's if I keep that car, that particular car, yeah, I will. I have no emotional attachment to that car. I don't mind cutting it up, making it fast, and doing whatever to it. But I have highly considered upgrading and just one body style. And when I got the car, I had either thought about getting a truck or a C5 because of the price. And you get a lot of power, a lot of performance for the money with that. So that's why I ended up going a C5. But I love a C6. I think they look so much better. And I considered it. I don't know, y'all. And to build a car that with a whole lot of speed, you really need an automatic. Automatic ain't near as fun for what I'm going to do with the car. So I don't know. I've thought a lot about building a car and giving it away. And I've thought, because if it wasn't for you watching the videos, I wouldn't even have the car, or I wouldn't have even wanted the car, bought the car. This Camaro does anything I want to do, so I don't know. But if I do any type power adder other than the spray that's on it, it will be a turbo. Oh, you should do a subscriber meet and call. I talked about that a while ago. What? Oh, that's a pretty good question. What car in the 405 Street Outlaws would you want to make a pass in, and what other cars do you like from any other show? Any of the other shows is, if I had to make a pass in a car on the show, which one would it be? I would say, I don't know. Daddy Dave is the fastest right now, but I feel like probably Ryan Martin's car. That's a $500,000 car. I'd say Ryan Martin's car. Ryan Martin's car is fast. It's consistently fast. He can do several different things to keep the car fast and not have to change a whole lot. He's not going to be broke down for very long. So probably Ryan's car. Oh, what was the other question? And what cars do you like from other shows? Kai Kelly's fast. Lee Roberts in the Night Force, I think it is. Insane fast. There's a bunch of them. That Don Gingrich's car, Gangster, it's stupid fast. That may be I don't know. There's several. There's a bunch. There's a bunch that's fast. I got a lot of stuff going on behind the camera here. It's kind of got my head messed up. I'm about to get off here, y'all. It's been 50 minutes. Damn, Jeremy Ford, really. I'm Chevy, but I will say American has made. Wait, hang on. I would say, all American made. I agree, man. There's good and bad in all of them. I think like a 70 Chevelle is probably the best looking car ever, and that would probably be one of my favorites. I've always been a Ford guy, though. I really haven't. Maybe it's because my family was Ford, and that's where I grew up into. So I don't know. Any change of time. Dream car. It would probably be an exotic, man, just because I want something with a double clutch in it. If I had a dream, I don't know, 70 Chevelle 454 factory car would be awesome, but I want some sort of exotic. Maybe I just want to drive one. I don't know, but it's just something that's always piqued my interest. Laugh when he tried that BS with the light and Reaper waited on. Yeah, I agree. I thought it was pretty funny too. I think they fully intended on him to thought he would. My dad was a Ford guy. My dad, my granddad, everything I've ever messed with has been a Ford guy. All right, guys, it's been 51 minutes. Or 52 minutes. I'm getting out of here. Thank y'all for watching. I really do appreciate it. P.O. Box 431 Jacksonville, Alabama 36265, and any $50 giveaway still going on. We're going to decide as a channel what that is. So if you want it, send me something. Jay, anything you want me to know that you don't want to put out here, whatever, send it there. But I'm getting off here, y'all. Godspeed. See y'all in the next one.